Something ain't right in this country when the Tinder swindler is treating people better than our own government's treating us. When I ran for Congress, I thought that the DOJ, the FBI, the CDC, those were supposed to be the good guys. Simpler days. I was extorted by a former DOJ official. The FBI saw one of their own lawyers change evidence to frame President Trump before a secret court. They're cheating worse than the Russian figure skating team over there at the Hoover Building. And the CDC, they wanted the powers of the CIA and ended up with the credibility of CNN. Now, Joe Biden and even some who have taken this stage tell us that defending freedom in Ukraine has costs for Americans. First of all, costs are going up, so that should be a red flag right there. Also, what about freedom here in this country? What about our leaders actually standing up for freedom and liberty in America? Why should Americans have to pay the costs of freedom elsewhere when our own leaders stand up for our freedom here? And by the way, Washington spent your money and took your freedom away anyway. That's why we have higher costs and fewer choices today. But now you got to foot the bill for Ukraine? Endure more pain? We still got pain from Afghanistan misadventures that we still have to deal with. I'm not for sending Americans to Ukraine. Except maybe one. If Russia wanted to destabilize Ukraine, Putin didn't need to send tanks. We could have just sent Dr. Fauci. My constituents fear Dr. Fauci more than some modern incarnation of Dr. Strangelove, and it's easy to see why. My parents did nuclear fallout drills in school over missiles that fortunately never arrived. Today, students are drilled to wear masks over a virus that threatens their overall health less than the mask itself. We are retarding social emotional learning, empathy, and caring. We are raising a generation of little sociopaths who will act more like the Menendez brothers. That's a lot scarier than post-Omicron COVID. Indeed, we should fire Fauci, but the oversight shouldn't stop there. My vision for Republican control of Congress is every committee gets an investigation to run. The Armed Services Committee should be looking into the botched Afghanistan withdrawal. The Energy and Commerce Committee should break up big tech. The Agriculture Committee should stop big food from being consolidated under the power of the Chinese Communist Party. The Intelligence Committee should blow up FISA. The Judiciary Committee should stop the DOJ from targeting political opponents, whether they are parents, whether they are falsely labeled as extremists, or whether they are lawmakers engaged in the oversight of the Department of Justice. The Transportation Committee should not be debating whether or not roads and bridges are racist. They should solve supply chain issues. They oversee the ports, don't they? Why is it that Americans can get their heroin delivered faster than a futon from IKEA? The Foreign Affairs Committee should stop us from having so many foreign affairs. They cost our nation too much in treasure and in the blood of our bravest patriots. We don't have to give other countries money to hate us. They will probably do it for free. Wouldn't it be nice if the Natural Resources Committee actually cared about the development of American natural resources? I wish our media reported as much about the Keystone XL as they do Nord Stream 2. Homeland Security. It is not enough to finish the wall. Biden has let millions of people into our country illegally. We need internal enforcement of our immigration laws and deportations for people who did not come here with permission. We got to find every one of those Biden flights that dropped off illegal immigrants at our military bases and in our communities, and we ought to track those people down like they were at the Capitol on January 6th.